I would like to share what happened to me when I went to one of the prayers. One morning, 9 o'clock, I went to this prayer and I walked in the room. There's about 40 people there. It was different age, different nationality, and they were just praising the Lord, worshiping Him, praying to Him, talking with Him. And there was so deep presence of God in that place. You felt like Jesus was there Himself. And I sat down in a chair, bent my head forward, closed my eyes, and just I was praising Him and worshiping Him. And I don't know how long it passed, but I left this realm. Everything became quiet, and I appeared in, as I found out, in third heavens. I seen the Lord, but around the Lord there was angels. So I didn't see Him physically, but I knew it was the Lord, God Himself, and there was angels around Him. The beams of light that was coming from God, it was so bright, and the beams of light that was coming out of God Himself, it was like millions and billions, and they were so bright, they were so white, and I know that beams of light, it's nothing from this world. There's nothing as bright as His glory in this world. So the way I understood the beams of light that was coming, God was showing me how great, how glorious He is. God was showing me His glory. A lot of times in the Bible, we read how glorious He is, that He is a glorious God. In the moment, I was seeing how glorious He is. In the realm, there's no pain, there's no time, and your mind is free from everything. Why I say there's no pain? Sometimes when I sit in my chair and rock back and forth doing prayer, I get back pains. But there was no pain at all when I was in that realm. No time because I had no idea what time was. Because in that realm, time doesn't matter. And your mind is just free from everything. The only thing you want to do is praise and worship Him. But I knew one thing: if my face would meet His face, I would melt like wax because of His glory. Because our body cannot contain all the glory that He has. That's why we grow from glory to glory. And the light that was coming from Him, the beams of light of in millions and billions, the wings of angels couldn't contain the light, all the light in. And I remember like one of the lights just penetrated to one of the wings of angel, and then it hit me and penetrated through me. And I don't know, after I just remember just being there, just praising Him, worshiping Him. And I don't know how long it passed because there's no time. I started leaving the realm. I started leaving the scene. And after I made a couple steps back, I start hearing the worship team singing, and they were singing this song, and they were saying those words so softly. The one that is sitting on the throne, the one that is sitting on the throne, holy, holy, holy. And every time I made a step backwards, I start hearing people singing. I start hearing people worshiping the Lord. I start hearing people crying, weeping, laughing, and talking. And then the prayer ended, and my wife was right next to me, and I shared with her what I seen. But then the thing is, when the light penetrated, one of the beams of light penetrated through me, I was not myself for about 2, 3 hours. The joy, the peace, the calmness was on my body, in me. What is very interesting that one of my boys needed to buy a special kind of jacket. We went with him to 5 different stores to find this jacket. When we were driving around, going from store to store, I was I had peace on me. I was not mad. I was not angry. I was not disappointed. I was not frustrated. What I believe, when the one of the beams penetrated through me, it gave me a piece of Jesus, of who He is. He gave what the beam of light gave me peace, gave me joy, calmness, and just a little bit of Him, of who He is. And the thing is, it was so great to be in His presence. It was so wonderful just to see who He is. It was so great to see how glorious He is. So I want to encourage you guys, stay in prayer, seek His face, try to get to know who He really is. We all know about God. Let's get to know Him on a personal level. And the thing is, when we get to know Him on a personal level, He will start to reveal who He really is. When we get to know who He really is, step by step, He will do things in our lives that will blow our minds, because He's a great God, because He's a loving Father, because He's wonderful, because He's great, because He's glorious. I would like to bless you guys and encourage you guys, come in contact with Him, get to know Him, be blessed, have a wonderful day. May God bless you guys, protect you guys, you and your family.